Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the distributive property, which for us this year is lesson 1F. And so we're just going to do a quick introduction. I want you to kind of think about this on your own for a second. It says you want to buy 4 candy bars that cost 53 cents each. Use mental math to figure out how much that would cost. And so when I think about this, I think about the 53 by itself, or the 50 by itself of the 53, and I'm like, okay, well, 50 cents is pretty easy. 4 50 cents, or 4 times 50 cents is $2, because 50, $1, 150, $2. So that's $2, and then I've got this extra 3 cents, and 3 times 4 is 12, and so I know, using mental math, that those 4 candy bars are going to cost me $2.12. And this is a good lead into the distributive property, because with the distributive property, we take a number on the outside and we multiply it by everything on the inside. So basically what we did here is we did 4, and then we multiplied that by 50 cents, and we multiplied that by 3 cents, and then we just added the two together. And so what they're saying is we can take this outside number and multiply it by B. We can take this outside to make AB, and then we can add that to this outside number times C to get the same answer that we would get if it was B plus C. The same thing goes with subtraction here. If we got B minus C, then we know that A times B gives me AB, and then I bring my negative over, or my subtraction sign, and A times C is AC. So for example here we have 5 times 2 plus 8. We could do parentheses first, and we could do 5 times 10, which we know is 50. Or sometimes it's easier for mental math. We can do 5 times 2, which you see here, plus 5 times 8. And 5 times 2 is 10, and 5 times 8 is 40. And when I add those two things, I get 50. So they both give us the same answer. We're just talking about what's easiest. And sometimes using the distributive property makes math much easier to do mentally. So the last thing we have to do is we've got just one new vocab word, which is simplify. And really, when we're talking about this in math, we're just talking about reducing it to a simpler form. So to reduce to a simpler form. And a lot of times in math, that's like a shorter form. So you see simplify and simpler kind of sound similar. They start the same. And we'll be talking about how we can use the distributive property to simplify expressions on the inside.